Welcome anyone to the Gaming Chamber podcast. I am your host, Everett, aka Two Beasts to Kill You, aka the Beast with the Least, and this is episode 49, I believe. Yes, 49. We have been gone away a couple weeks, although we had the Switch 2 episode, but normal crew this week. Back. Hopefully no more distractions or anything going forward. Joining me this week as normal, Devin.
What's up, chicken jockey?
JJ.
What's up, Flint and Steel, baby? Flint and Steel.
God, guys. I'm a little distracted because we had to kind of start the recording of this, and we're recording it a half hour late because I don't know what's wrong with my computer.
Dude, no one cared.
My headset. I have to tell my audience, the audience of, we get like, I don't know, 2 or 3
Yeah,
views.
you know how bad I wanted to fucking interrupt you the second time? Just yell at the chicken jockey.
You are
bad.
Such an asshole. I swear to God.
I didn't though, but I was about to text JJ and be like, dude, how funny would it be if I fucking just texted chicken jockey again?
You are such a bastard. Did you guys see the movie yet?
No.
No, I wanted to this weekend, but dude, I swear to God, I actually want to watch it instead of deal with the bullshit. All that crazy shit. But I don't know. I kind of low key want to see it because I've seen a lot of clips and stuff and all the references and Easter eggs and shit in the movie.
I want to see it just to see if it's actually bad or if it's just there. If it is just
I heard it's pretty bad.
I think people are saying it's bad, but if you're like the target audience, it's pretty good.
So if you're 8.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I mean, it's
8 to 15.
It looks like it's on track to hit that $1 billion mark. It made 300 and something million in its
people
first
are.
weekend?
I mean, people are going so they can fucking trash the theater. That's what people are going for.
I don't know what it's so far right now. If I look it up, what's its total? Wow, everything is just slow right now for me. Not total sales, total revenue. Oh, wow. It's giving me the video game. I guess I have to actually put total Minecraft movie. So far, wow. So as of April 13th, which is today, it's grossed $550 million globally.
That's it.
I mean, it's definitely making more than Snow White made, right?
I'm joking.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
I made more than Snow White did in a day, so yeah.
I forgot how much. Did Snow White make only a little over 100 million?
Yeah.
That was such a great idea, Disney, to remake Snow White. And
let's not waste time on this.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's true. All right. So, as I said, haven't recorded a podcast in a couple weeks, a regular podcast. Again, we did do that switch to the direct little special episode. Although, I'm wondering now if we should have waited because of all the stuff that's come out since then.
No, because now we can just talk about it now on the podcast.
Yeah, that's true. No, we are going to talk about that. We are going to talk about it because there's kind of a lot that's happened since then. Man, they're not having they're just not having a good time probably, or maybe they just don't care. I don't know. It's a Nintendo. They march to the beat of their own drum. So I don't know. But okay, before we get into all that, what have you guys been playing these past couple weeks, JJ?
I've been playing some World of Warcraft a little bit, mostly, and some RuneScape. But I think before the podcast started, I was excited for Baldur's Gate getting their patch 8 finally. So that's coming out, I think, Tuesday. So that's going to be the cross-platform play. And with 8 new classes for the game as well. So probably going to be jumping on that next week, later this week.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What about you, Devin?
Played some of that South of Midnight, some Ass Creed Shadows, and yeah, would have been playing Marvel Rivals, but stupid Xbox didn't download the update in the
What do
background like it's supposed to.
what do you think of that
Yeah.
South of Midnight game so far? Like, how far have you played?
Chapter 5 or 6. So I think I looked at the achievements. So I'm like halfway through now.
Oh wow,
Think?
you're halfway through it.
Yeah, let me look at my achievements real quick. But no, I like it. I mean, I think it's above average, like action adventure game. Do I think it's the best game I've ever played? No, but I think it's a fun, like, I don't know, people complain all the time about like, oh, we're playing the same dumb games over and over again. Like all we get is Call of Duty, but then when you finally get a developer, yeah, I beat chapter 5, so I'm in chapter 6 right now.
I think you're around where I am. The game's not that long.
Yeah, because I beat the alligator.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I beat the alligator. Yeah, no, I like it. I mean, it's a cool art style. Like it's a fun game. Like it's a solid 8 out of 10 game, and it's a different game. You're not playing just another dumb shooter over and over,
Yeah.
over and over and over again. So I like it a lot.
So, yeah, I don't know, man. It's okay so far, I guess. I just kind of, I don't know. Like the combat's pretty generic. Like it's like a poor man's God of War, which is, I guess maybe I'm just thinking that too because I've been playing God of War 2 because I want to do. That's my next retrospective is God of War 2, and I've been playing this game so I could do South Midnight so I could do a review on it. But yeah, it's like that, you know, that character action game. It has like the abilities, you know, the push, pull, like tie up the enemies or whatever you want to call it. It's too, I think it's just a little too linear for me. I mean, granted it has that, like if you press in the right stick, it just tells you where to go. And I just kind of do that because I'm like, okay, I just want to move on. Because like, I think I'm a little bit bored with the combat. And so, like, I do kind of get... I think I'm at the point where, like, when the combat's coming up, I'm like, all right, let's get through this. You know, maybe I'm like, thinking about it now. I think I may not just be enjoying it at all.
So, like, what women think after they sleep with you?
I'm probably enjoying it a little bit more than they would enjoy my body. But you know that's something else. All right, so okay.
Boom, roasted.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I did play last night. A little bit of that. What is it called? Delta Force on Steam. That game is fun. Now that is a very fun game. Like, I was getting killed a shit ton, but, you know, it's like Battlefield. Just, you know, if you just want to play a military shooter with, you know, it's 32 on 32, it was fun. I liked it.
Cool.
I was trying to play Shadows of the Empire because they have it on Steam, and like, there's something weird going on. Like, it wasn't letting me, like... Well, I don't know. You guys played Shadows of the Empire? Devin, you probably played Shadows of the Empire, right? That Star Wars
No idea
game?
what the fuck that is.
Really?
Oh, wait, maybe back in the day. Yeah, maybe, I have no idea for sure, but sounds like I might have. Maybe. Who knows?
That Star Wars Shadows of the Empire. That's...
Is it like the bounty hunter one? Or
The bounty...
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a bounty hunter, I guess. But he
It was
actually
on the
fights with...
N64.
Yeah, it was on
okay,
the
yeah, okay, I have
Played it on
it.
the one.
Because it's on Steam. That and Rogue Squadron. But for some reason, it just like... When I try to play it, it won't... It's like they just... The characters... Because like in the Rogue Squadron, you're doing like a... You know, the tutorial where it's like, oh, you're at Mos Eisley or whatever. And in Shadows of the Empire, you start in the Battle of Hoth. And so they're both just flying levels. Well, Rogue Squadron's all flying levels or whatever. But it's just like auto turning. And I can't like... I could turn it, but then it wants to like go up, and kind of like up to the right a little bit, like upper right. I'm just like, and it's like, I guess I kind of looked it up. It's like, oh, it's better if you just get like a joystick controller. I'm like, not a controller, but the joystick. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I mean, the games were cheap, but fuck, man. Like, I'm a little bit pissed off about that. I can't seem to play those games because I want to play them, and it's maybe Shadows of the Empire or Rogue Squadron. One of those are on like PlayStation, because I know they were releasing a bunch of old Star Wars games, but I don't know. I'd have to look it up.
I played the other one was on GameCube. Yeah, I had like the demo disc for that one.
Oh, what was it called? It was a Rogue Squadron game, yeah, but man, I do not remember. Yeah, I'd have to look it up.
Rogue Leader.
Rogue Leader. It was like the third one or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, cause I had the actual game, and then I had like a demo game.
Yeah.
And then the Rogue Leader, I think you had the game. You can actually play like the OG one from like.
We need more. We need a return of Rogue Squadron.
Didn't they have one? Didn't they have like the new one from EA?
That was not a Rogue Squadron game. What was it called? Fuck, it was called Star Wars Rebels? No, that's a show, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a show.
I don't remember that, but
Squadrons.
also,
Literally called it's called Squadrons.
it's just called. Oh my god!
Well, Star Wars Squadrons.
Isn't it too? You can only play in first person, like the cockpit mode or whatever. There's no actual third person flight. I swear that was a thing.
I don't know, to be honest. I
swear
think you
that's
use
a
VR.
Yeah, no.
Like PlayStation VR, I think.
I'm not using VR anytime soon.
You play Star Wars Flight of the Falcon?
Because you're poor.
On Game Boy Advance?
I could get a fucking VR headset. I just don't see the point in them. It was cool. Like, I had what was it called? The Facebook one. Oculus?
MetaQuest?
MetaQuest. I had the first or second one. I don't remember which one. I had like don't get me wrong. I played, what was it? The Vader something. It was the Darth Vader game. I don't remember what it's called exactly.
Yeah.
Vader Immortal.
Yeah, Vader Immortal.
I wasted so much time in this.
Huh?
Nothing.
Okay. But yeah, I played it, and like, don't get me wrong, I was like, when Vader like walked up to me at one point, I was like, holy shit. It seemed like I could actually reach out and touch him. But whatever.
So did you?
Yes, yeah, of course.
You sick son of a bitch.
Like, you sick bastard. Anyways, I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the topics for the week, because we already lost a lot of time. Actually, Noah, I don't know. Devin, do you want to bring it up? You're the one who put it in the Discord.
Well, you're the one. I mean, like, if you want to talk about fucking Jay and Silent Bob, Sabrina Carpenter's now in fucking. We got her in Fortnite, baby.
I mean,
people are dancing.
I
people are dancing about her, like, not killing each other. People are just dancing and not even playing the game, pretty much. It's kind of funny.
I don't even know who Sabrina Carpenter is.
You know who she is.
Wow.
You literally turn on the radio.
Is she like an actress?
Yeah, turning on the radios for actresses, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I honestly...
I mean, she used to do, like... She used to do, like, Disney stuff and acting, but now she's mainly music.
Oh, so she's...
Yeah,
well, of course she's a
in
singer.
the Fortnite.
They're all singers.
Well, the thing is, like, to get her, you have to buy the music battle pass, so, yeah.
Oh, my God. Okay. Well, well, we're on Fortnite. You put something in here too, JJ, in the Discord. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, dude. They had Adventure Time to fucking Fortnite. Yeah, you can play as Jake, and then Finn. You can play as Bubblegum Princess and Marceline, the vampire.
I literally have. I know Jake, and the only reason I know
Who's Jake?
It's
'Cause
the
he's
dog,
Marcus
right?
Phoenix.
Yeah, because John
Yeah.
DiMaggio. You know what's funny? I was watching the last season now because they just canceled it of Mythic Quest. He shows up, John DiMaggio. He shows up in one of the episodes.
Wait, Mythic Quest got canceled?
Yeah, don't tell me you actually didn't know that.
I didn't know that actually.
Really? So breaking news for you. Yeah, Mythic Quest got canceled. They're gonna like re-release the last episode with like an extra on it to like actually finish out the series. They must have known that they were probably going to get canceled and film something that was like, okay, if we get canceled, we'll just, here, guys, re-release this episode and this finishes the show.
It's like.
But yeah,
it
it
like
got
on
canceled.
Apple TV, though.
It got canceled like, I think it got canceled like 2 days ago or something.
Yes, yeah.
Really, Devin? You didn't know it got canceled? That's
No.
fucked up. Did you actually watch the last season?
I did, yeah. It ended on a cliffhanger pretty
Yeah.
much.
It ends on a cliffhanger. That's the thing that's fucked up.
A good thing they have a season finale with that fucking thing.
Yeah. I don't know. They're actually, like I said, Apple announced that they're re-releasing the episode sometime this week or whatever. That has like a proper finale, like added onto it or something. So, like I said, the people who was it Charlie Day, Megan Gans, and is it McElhenney?
Rob McElhenney. Yeah, Rob McElhenney.
I don't know how to say his
I
last
didn't know
name.
Rob was supposed to like direct
McElhenney.
fucking Minecraft.
Wait, what happened?
I thought Rob was also like up to like direct the Minecraft movie as well, like years ago.
Ooh, I think my thing is messing up again. That's beautiful.
Yay!
I'm having
Yay.
some
Right, little
technical
podcast.
difficulties here.
Oh, it's one more up. Adder's tongue.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I don't know if you guys can hear me. We're just gonna go ahead and start with the next
We
with
can.
all this stuff, huh?
We can.
Okay. No, because yeah, I'm having those technical difficulties that were messing up the recording earlier. All right. Let me see. Where do I want to start? You know what? Let's start with. I guess this would be the second biggest thing of the week, the marathon reveal. I'm going to be honest. I didn't watch any of it. I know some of the details, obviously, from looking up on the internet. But I am just like, I watched that trailer they had for the gameplay like reveal. I don't care about Marathon. I just don't care. Like, did you guys actually see their little
Nope.
not direct or whatever. Just they're like. So okay, Bungie had their. It was yesterday, right? It was either yesterday or
Was it
2 days
yesterday?
ago.
I thought it was Saturday. I thought it was Friday.
Maybe Friday. See that? There we go. That's how much I don't care about the marathon, unfortunately. So yeah, Bungie revealed Marathon, the return of Marathon actually, because that's one of their older games. They had a gameplay, showing. It's an extraction shooter, and it's releasing September 23rd.
Kind of ballsy, dude, and it's kind of close to fucking GTA. So good luck.
GTA should just be like re-released September 23rd.
Oh god.
Issues.
So yeah, afterwards there was some like discussion about how much Marathon's going to cost. Somebody's where is it? They replied to a tweet about the so there's the Twitter user Wario64 his tweet said that Marathon is going to launch as a premium product, meaning players will be asked to pay full price. Marathon will have a battle pass, 3 maps, a 4th map arriving shortly after launch. And then Bungie, through the Marathon Twitter account, replied back saying Marathon will be a premium title Marathon will not be full priced. We'll announce details this summer. So that means they are going to charge for it, but it's not going to be a full price like $70 or shit, maybe more. Now that fucking Nintendo seems to be opening the floodgates, but we'll get to that.
They're probably gonna charge $50 for it. Be like, see, not full price.
But so here's my thing. I've already seen way too many people like. When a game gets revealed, if people are excited, you could tell that people are excited on the internet. Nobody seems to be excited for this, like, at all. Like, maybe a few people, I guess. I just don't see any kind of excitement for this. And with them, like,
wasn't the original like a fucking arena shooter, right? Like, kind of like a Quake game. Wasn't like the original like kind of a Quake, like kind of lifestyle, right?
Yeah, the original's more like Quake. This is. I don't know why they're doing an extraction shooter.
I don't know why they changed it to an extraction shooter. Like, I don't know. Like, the Division kind of was an extraction shooter. Like, and I don't know. You have Escape from Tarkov. Like, I don't know. Like,
well, Division I think was only for PvP. Yeah, the PvP part. But yeah, Escape from
Tarkov. There was an extraction, but there was an extraction part where you could go into that one area. And like, it would be like the extraction area where you could just like get shit. So I don't know. Just seems like a weird genre choice by them.
Yeah, especially because
Call of Duty try to do that.
I mean, Call of Duty tried to do it, but like, it wasn't that like Call of Duty, made Warzone, and then like Warzone's just the extraction shooter. Like they added it. It was an add-on to a different mode in the Warzone game or whatever you want to call it. This is like Marathon's going to be an extraction shooter. Like, to go from a Doom or Quake style shooter to that, is already. People were, when they announced that Marathon was returning, people were. I did see a lot of excitement for that. But then, like, it's going to be an extraction shooter. A lot of that excitement kind of died down. And then, like, people are saying it doesn't look that great now after they've revealed their gameplay and all this stuff. And then, like, any hype they could have had seems to have been like almost completely killed off because they're going to charge money for the game. And everyone that I keep seeing anyway on the internet is just saying like, well, this is the next Concord. So, I mean, like, obviously, people aren't. I've talked about this before. The Bungie's, like, probably going to go under. They're probably going to get, like, shut down. This might be the game that kills Bungie. I just don't see.
Because, like, I was kind of excited for it originally because I thought it was going to be like a Quake, Doom. Like, you like, it'd be like if Doom came back and they're like, yeah, we made an extraction shooter, and you're like, but why? Like, you could have just had a cool game, but now you've just made a lame game. I don't know. It's just weird. Like, not like it's that Doom came back and it was a first-person shooter. Yeah, they didn't make it a first-person shooter and make it something else. Like, it's still a story-based first-person shooter game, not a first-person extraction shooter, Escape from Tarkov from Timo.
It could be the next big thing. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, look.
Probably not though.
Because like, what was it like? I think when I saw that, I saw like IGN's post like, what if, like, this is like Fortnite to the pub, like the PUBG shit. So like, because I think Tarkov is just fucking field hacker. It's not even fun, dude.
Like, you mean, like, this would be the second biggest extraction shooter next to Escape from Tarkov? I don't see that.
Yeah.
Oh, if you played Escape from Tarkov, it's gonna be fucking dog shit, bro.
I don't know. Are extraction shooters really that in high of demand, or we need another one, or like, is it really that popular of a genre?
Well, the thing, remember supposedly the new Call of Duty the Modern Warfare series is bringing it back.
Mm.
Because like DMZ.
I just know for me, like, it's not a genre that I care about.
I swear,
So what
I swear it's not that popular of a genre. Like, people do seem to like it, but I don't see, like, it doesn't have like the popularity of, you know, even still battle royales seem to just overtake it. Escape from Tarkov seems like the only one that's like popular enough.
Well,
But-
yeah, because fucking game's been out for like 7 years.
But
8 years.
but see that I think that's what makes it even worse for like that.
A game is still in beta, by the way,
Jesus
or alpha
Christ.
beta, whatever. And charging people $250.
Hell yeah, brother.
And they
Damn.
just released a new fucking game at Arena on Epic Store now with the Battle Pass as well.
Well, I'll tell you what, maybe, well, if they
Bungie
want to
can just
be,
listen and do
if
what
they-
they don't do, I think.
yeah.
Go
Well,
ahead.
if they just need to do, like, just start releasing crazy skins, like, in Marathon, put the Sabrina Carpenter skin in there. Let's do it.
Yeah, dude.
Jesus
I would
Christ.
buy a fucking
That would be
goddamn,
hilarious.
Let's get the chick, like, just do, like, fucking, like, can we put chicken jockey in here or something? Just make it for all the memes. That's basically what Fortnite did. Like, they just went, like, crazy, like, not like Kitty, but just like, we'll just put the craziest shit in here. Like, you want fucking Dragon Ball Z people uppercutting Sabrina Carpenter in the face? Let's fucking do it.
God damn.
No, you know, or like, or you want fucking Snoop Dogg fucking killing like goddamn Predator, like, yeah, dude.
I highly
Big
doubt.
man.
I highly doubt that's going to end up happening. That well, I don't know. They did do a lot of collaborations with Destiny. Maybe they'll be willing to do collaborations in Marathon. We'll see. All right. Let's move to the next thing. Ooh, let's do our little PlayStation segment since we're on Bungie. So this isn't happening here, right? Yeah, this isn't happening in the United States. But Sony's going to increase the price of their PlayStation Plus subscriptions across all tiers starting April 16th, which is what, in 3 days from now. In 15 countries, it's Argentina, Bolivia, Chile, Colombia, Costa Rica, Ecuador, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Mexico, Nicaragua, Panama, Paraguay, Peru, and Uruguay. So basically, fuck them Hispanics. Apparently,
Uruguay.
Uruguay. I don't know. Isn't it Uruguay? I've always heard Uruguay. No, Uruguay.
That's the funny thing though. I had because I had that for my Spanish class back in high school. I kind of
So it is Uruguay?
yeah, that's my Spanish teachers. They told us it was like that. So me and my buddy, we colored the letters for "you're gay" one color, and the other one. Yeah, nobody said anything. So we're like, shit, bro. Our poster for it was all around the school. So
Fucking hilarious. Jesus Christ. So, okay. Basically, that's happening in, like, you know, Mexico and, like, South America and all that stuff. Obviously, it's not affecting the United States yet.
what are you talking about? We're gonna hit a terrorist, bro.
Didn't he just, like, pause them? And not only that, he paused them, but he also then said, like, electronics don't get affected by the tariffs or something. Dude, Trump is, you know, I don't know. We're not gonna talk about tariffs.
He's a dipshit.
He's a dipshit.
He's fucking up my life.
We're not gonna have that discussion for this episode. We were kind of having it last.
Next week, can we have it?
Maybe because he might come out with another, like, oh, now it's this and now it's, dude, this tariff situation is fucking stupid. It's just
well, yeah. Just one quick thing. I love how it's like, oh, we're gonna do these tariffs to bring manufacturing jobs back to America. Oh, we're gonna do a pause, and it's like, oh, dude, that's the art of the deal. Like, which one is it? Do you want the tariffs in place so we do more stuff here, or do you want to strong arm other countries to give us like money and stuff like that? Which one is it? Do you want to bring it back or get more money? Like, get your messaging straight, because I'm tired of trying to keep track of it. Like, you know,
yeah.
Pick one or the other. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't say, oh, we're pausing them and that's gonna make things better. Like, no, you obviously just want them to do what, like, no, we're not bringing manufacturing. Like, no one in America wants to sit in a factory and do all that shit. That's why we outsourced in the first place. But yeah, we can go on something else now.
Well, okay. No, I brought this up because, like I said, they're not here yet. But like this, they're gonna raise prices here, right? Like that's what this signals for the PlayStation Plus.
Probably. I mean, Sony probably saw like, oh man, fuck, dude, Nintendo can charge, and they have like the world's shittiest voice chat ever, and they give away like very little free games per month. Because, like, Nintendo doesn't have, like, a designated rollout of, like, oh, here's our Nintendo games of the month for March and April. It's like, they're just like, oh, yeah, like, randomly, like, oh, now Luigi's Mansion is going to be fucking free, and you can play that. So it's just like, PlayStation's probably like, shit, dude, we give all these free games away. Like, you can get Dragon Age, you can get all these, like, newer fucking games, and, like, actually have a decent online service. So yeah, it's probably just a test rollout, like, see how well it's received in these South American markets.
Mm-hmm.
It's already too expensive for what you get. They need to get to it sooner rather than later. To just be like, you know what, our games are on the service like day and date. But I mean, I don't know. Well, they have to get there at some point, right?
They don't have to. Fucking, they don't even day and date all these like remakes and remasters. Like, you don't even think you can't even. Sony, like, I feel like Sony with their day and date things I feel like they think they're Nintendo, where it's like they're exclusive. It's like, now we'll just wait and buy it like on sale, because your game goes down in price. A couple months after, we can get your exclusive game for $20 less. So it's like, we'll wait.
You know what? That's a good segue. You're talking about their remakes and remasters, so we're gonna go ahead and move to this this next one, which oh my god, I cannot believe it's fucking. They're doing it again. Fucking Sony. They're releasing. Oh my god, I don't even want to say it because of how ridiculous it is. So, Sony announced they're re-releasing The Last of Us, both games, as The Last of Us Complete. Both games for what is it? It's The Last of Us Complete Collector's Edition is up for pre-order from the PlayStation Direct for $110, out July 10th. Digital version available now for $100. So they found a way to re-release the games as just like, oh, here's both games together. And you know, we're still not going to talk about the Nintendo stuff yet, but like I'm going to borrow from that discussion that we would have a little bit. I don't like all the people that were complaining about the $80 games, because it was mainly Sony fanboys that were complaining about, like, oh, so Nintendo's going to give us $80 and $90 games. They have no fucking leg to stand on to complain about that when they're over here praising The Last of Us Complete being released. Like, you know, they all have at least the Part 2 remaster and The Last of Us Part 1 remake. So if they're like, oh, you know what, I'm going to buy The Last of Us Complete, you're spending $110 for some pictures, what is it, a comic book, and a steelbook. You're going to spend $110 just for that. Because it's not for the games. You already have the games.
The comic book.
But that's steelbook, though. Steelbook, bro. That steelbook, they can bang, like, instead of banging their head against the wall, they can bang their head against that fucking steelbook.
I don't know, man. I
think I saw a comment when somebody was talking about it. He's like, should I buy it? Should I play Last of Us, guys? Should I buy the game? Like, if you haven't played any Last of Us in fucking 12 years, you're not going to play it.
Well, no, look,
Yeah.
this is.
And
With all the remakes,
12 years
shit.
and the TV show.
But here's the other thing.
Like,
But no, here's the other thing. Because I did see some people defending it like, well, this is also for people who've never played The Last of Us. Except that if you really want to play those games, there are cheaper ways to buy both of them and not have to spend $100.
Wasn't Last of Us like free also, like on the fucking membership?
Both
and
of
they gave
them?
it out one time.
If I look it up, I bet you they're both free
I'm sure they.
on their
Yeah.
PlayStation Plus thing. That you could just download them and play them. Or they were even at least given away. Like, they had to have. If I look it
I
up.
thought the Last of Us, the first one, I thought was given away, and it's on the thingy. Or it's a pay like for like their streaming service shit.
I'm going to look it up. I'm going to go to my PlayStation Plus. So if I go to the games catalog, you know what? I'm going to have to go in alphabetical order. Because this is not going to show. No, like, but even if, like, they're not on there, you can buy, like, just get The Last of Us. You don't need the fucking Part 2 remaster. So it has to be cheaper just to get the PlayStation 4 version or whatever it is. Because didn't the PlayStation 4 version even it had an update, right? Just to look a little bit better and run better on the PS5?
It was a $10 upgrade. It was a $10 upgrade.
No.
I bought mine digitally. It did $10.
No. But if you had the PS4 version, I'm pretty sure they just did an update that wasn't like a remastering. It was like, oh, here, it just performs a little bit better.
I think so.
Like, it was, like, and it ran a little bit better.
It's hard to keep track.
Yeah, it really
It's hard
is.
to keep track.
It really is. And then, of course, like, honestly, you could get The Last of Us, like, the first game, just get Last of Us remastered on the PlayStation 4. It still looks really good. Looks, like, maybe a little too good. But, yeah. This, like, I don't know. I know I'm probably sounding maybe a little bit too much like a Sony hater right now. More, obviously, I've said my preference is Xbox. But, like, I do like PlayStation. I like some of the games they release. I'm more of an Uncharted guy over Last of Us. I think Last of Us is highly fucking overrated. But, like, to see this, people make the joke about Sony remaking all their games and remastering. Like, this is what?
Remastered these nuts.
But this is, like, literally, like, their fourth or fifth remastering of these games, or collections, or whatever you want to call it, to, like, re-release. Yeah, there we go. Re-release. It is really... Okay, so I just looked. I was able to look it up. Last of Us Part 1. This is 9th. Jesus. No, but, like, Last of Us Part 1 is on there. Like, for free on their PlayStation Plus Premium. Not Part 2. But you can just buy Part 2. It's probably pretty cheap. Yeah, I just think it's extremely ridiculous to just be like,
This is also very not consumer friendly. Like, the Sony clearly just cares about milking their fanboys, and they know they can do it. And it's just like just because you know you can do something doesn't mean you should do it. Like, I could go to my kid and convince and be like, "Here's $4. Can I have that cash? It's in your hand. The cash is $5. But look, this is $4. Like, I can do it, but is it fucking right? No, like,
it's not ethical. It's not ethical.
It's not ethical. Like, be like, yeah, like, be like, this is $4 coins is better than just a stupid piece of paper. And they'd be like, yeah, sure, and then just hand me the $5.
Yeah, because was it a? Well, I guess like the 9 times, but I think it's just total of like anything Last of Us related. So like there's like the Last of Us 2013, the remastered in 2014, and 2020 for Last of Us Part 2, the Last of Us Part 1 2022, and then the show 2023, then the Last of Us Part 1 PC port in 2023, and Last of Us Part 2 Remastered 24, and Last of Us Part 2 PC port was 25 this year, and then the second season this year, and The Last of Us Complete Edition this year, and we have Season 3 coming up later.
Yeah, with this they also announced that they got renewed for a season 3 of the show, which actually I think it's the first episode of the second season's tonight, right?
Yeah,
or it should be out
at 9. So it's airing now because it's 9, so it hasn't finished yet. So we all have Max, so I think we can just be a week behind. So like next week we'll talk about episode 1, and then
yada. No. Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about episode 1 next week. I think I have to renew my Max subscription, but whatever. I'll just get the $10 tier. I don't care about ads like that. You know what? Here's the thing. Here's why I'm a little bit more even just like, this is so fucking dumb with this Last of Us Complete. Where's the Bloodborne remaster? Where's the God of War Saga collection? Like, where's,
that shit actually requires effort. Because they're just like,
they can just shit it out.
They just keep polished, and they're just putting this as a package. So like those things actually require work. They've already remastered Last of Us for the PS5, so it's like now they're just putting it in a new package, a 1 and 2 package. It's just like, you don't need to do all that shit. Like, so they're just and it was games that didn't even need to be remastered. Like Last of Us, the original. That going to the PS4, no. But if they would have remastered Last of Us one time from the PS3 to PS5, I'd be like, fine. You skipped a console generation, fine. That's okay. And then like doing the upgrade for the PS4 to the PS5, but like sure, because everyone's doing that. But like they didn't need to. You don't need to bring the Last of Us, and they're gonna fucking bring it along. It's gonna be stupid because they're gonna bring it along to the PS6. It's like, you don't need to bring it along every generation. If the PS6 plays PS5 games, it's fine. You don't need to do another port, like, or a PS6 upgrade, like, because we know that's coming. It's fucking coming. Like PS6 upgrades from Last of Us remastered, they're gonna come. They're gonna be $10 for sure. And it's gonna be like, you're gonna get. Like, how many times do you have to fucking play these games? Like, you don't have to play them that much. They're linear story games. It's not like you can change. You're not like you can be like, oh, this time I'm going to be a mage, and this time I'm going to, like, with Bloodborne or, like, Elden Ring, you can choose. Like, I'm going to do a mage run this time. I'm going to do a warrior run. I'm going to do all these things. Like, it's the same. Like, you can change the combat and be like, I can do more stealth this time. It's like, okay. But I don't know.
I was just thinking, like, it was kind of weird that they released Last of Us. Like, it was like 4 months, 5 months before the next fucking console was coming out.
Yeah.
So, like, I wouldn't mean, like, what if they just fucking made Last of Us 3 at the end of fucking PS5's life, and then just, I guess, so guys, has an easy remaster for PS6, baby. That's what I was thinking. Like if you know a new console's coming out, why don't they just like, hey, by the way, let's just make it for the new one. Release title for the PS4 for Last of Us, and people are gonna need ape shit for it. But and it's another way just for higher ups just to get more money out of people, especially releasing the game for. We're assuming it's gonna be on the third console, fucking feature console.
Well, Last of Us, the first ones have already been on 3, so it'll be on 4.
I guess yeah. This was fucking nuts, dude.
Which is wild.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Our kids are gonna be like playing on the fucking PS10. They'll be like, "What's this Last of Us game? Why does it have a PS10 patch out?"
Fuck.
They're like, because Sony can't let it die.
They really can't.
Not even just let it die. Not even just let it die. Like, you just don't need to keep like updating. Just leave it the way it is. Like, it runs at. Does it run it? I mean, I assume it runs at fucking 60 frames 4K at this point. Both of them.
Yeah.
I'm assuming. That's fine. If people want to go back and play that, like, people aren't gonna like. In 5-10 years from now, people aren't gonna be like 4K 60 frames. Like, it's still gonna look fucking great. Like, it's not like it's fucking dog shit 8-bit graphics. Like, people are gonna be like, yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, it's Again, look. Again, obviously, I'm clearly just. This is ridiculous. Clearly, I think this is just ridiculous that they're just re-releasing
Anybody
these
that's
games
sane
again. Huh?
knows that this is anybody that's sane is knows this is ridiculous that they're just packaging them now, because all they're doing is just packaging them in a new thing because they've already been out for the PS5. Like they're just packaging it as a bundle deal now. It's like, how about you just make, if you really want to fucking keep releasing Last of Us, tell fucking Naughty Dog just to make Last of Us Part 3. I know they said they're not going to, or it's unlikely. But if you really want to fucking keep releasing Last of Us, just fucking make a new one then. Or a spin-off. Like, maybe don't do Last of Us 3 where it's Ellie's story. It's a big universe. Fucking do something else.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool. But like, if they had like their handheld Vita, kind of how Uncharted had their own little spin-off thing, like, kind of been cool to make the other first-party games have more handheld shit like that.
I don't know, have fucking, because they've been done like the small DLC spin-offs, but you could have Joel's brother Tommy. You could have like a fucking Tommy Last of Us game, because there's all that time that you don't see him in the first one. Like, what the fuck is he doing?
Yeah, like how did he get to the little safe place over there? Yeah. It's like, that connects a lot of times. That's cool.
Yeah, so like, just make a new Last of Us game then. Don't be fucking just re-releasing it. I don't know. Or do. It may make some money, so it's really it's smart on their part. It's smart on their part, really. So just to fucking keep milking those idiots that keep buying their shit.
Yeah.
All right, let's just move to the next thing now. We could just real quick, not even actually talk about it. They're gonna make a Magic the Gathering movie. I think we might have actually even talked about it before that was supposed to happen. I don't know. You guys excited for a little Magic the Gathering movie?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to add that in.
I'll stream it. I'm not gonna, unless it comes out in the theaters and you're like, this is like peak cinema. You have to see this. Like, this is like The Dark Knight when it came out. Like, you gotta see this in theaters. Unless they say that, I'll stream it wherever it streams. Just like I'm gonna do with the Minecraft movie. I'll stream it.
Yeah.
At some point, whether it comes on Netflix, Max, whatever. But I'll watch it.
All right. Just want to put that in there because I'm pretty sure I'm the bigger Magic the Gathering fan between all three of us. But all right, let's move to the next thing. Yeah, this one's a good one. So one of our favorite publishers is back in the news cycle again with something I think we've talked about before, or maybe brought up. I know it's been in the news cycle before, but Ubisoft, man, they just don't fucking care, I think, at this point. It was one of their, I believe it was one of their higher ups. It wasn't like an official statement or whatever. But it's because they're being sued right now over, I think it's The Crew? Yeah, it's The Crew. People are suing them. I don't remember what the actual lawsuit is about.
Oh, it's game preservation, right?
It's something about game preservation. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah, because basically Ubisoft has taken the stance that even physical games, I think it is, you don't own your games. Their exact quote was it? Ubisoft has insisted that buying a game doesn't give players "quote unquote" unfettered ownership rights to it. Only a "quote unquote" limited license to access the game. So they're still, beating that drum that, hey, yeah, you don't own your games. You just, you rent them. Even if you pay full price, you don't own shit. Obviously, it's people are not happy about it, but I mean, people are not
going over
happy.
like a fucking lead balloon.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know. Not the discussion, but like This has been brought up and more discussion about is being brought up because like there's that whole like I mean we'll talk about it more in depth I guess too with the whole I think it's the Switch 2 edition of certain games and then like the bigger games for the Switch 2 they're like not actually on the cartridge. They're just you download the game and to play it you need the cartridge and it's they call it game keys, right? That's what they're calling it. So like people are at like oh shit, here we go, more like not owning your game actually. Although it's a little different with the Switch 2 stuff because you could give that to someone else or sell it or whatever, and they'll be able to play it as long as they have the cartridge or whatever or little thing. But yeah, like I mean Ubisoft has what is it called? Ubisoft Plus, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have their
that's what it's called.
yeah. So obviously they're trying to get more in on the digital stuff. I mean, well, they've had that for a while, but I mean, they're the ones who seem to like shut down games more often than other like publishers and everything. I don't, I want to say they didn't really start doing that until like last generation, because they still had games like when you went from the 360 to the Xbox One that you could like still play, but then they were like, oh yeah, we're just gonna start shutting down. Like I don't think you could play any of the Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighters, right? Anymore online stuff like that.
No, I don't think so.
So yeah, they started shutting down a lot of those games because they clearly don't like. They want you to play their newer stuff, and even if like you buy it, if they're not going to make money off of it, then yeah, we're just going to shut it down. We don't care anymore, and they don't care about if you bought it or not. They have your money. That's the way they're looking at it. That's how they're looking at it. Like we got their money. It's fine. I don't know. Devin, like, what's your opinion on them just like taking that stance? You don't own your games.
Yeah, it fucking sucks, but I mean that's just kind of like how I feel like developers just kind of feel about, especially Ubisoft. Like they don't give a shit about us as the consumer. Well, I mean, like, because as soon as their game is not profitable or like they realize we're not playing it, they're just gonna shut that shit down, which sucks. But I mean, as long as like with like game keys and stuff like that, like people with Nintendo like were freaking out. I'm like, it's fine as long as Nintendo supports the ability for people to like download that like later on. Like the game key thing's not an issue.
No.
Like that's just like it's dumb. People freaking out about the game key thing is dumb because like there's just a limited amount of data. If you want, like Nintendo can only be like their weird Nintendo self for so long because like they're gonna be limited by the amount of information that can go on a fucking game cartridge. Like it's I don't know. Unless you want physical games to be even more expensive, like they can't like fit like unlimited fucking data on a goddamn like little cartridge. Not ever like because that'd have to be each one would have to be like a goddamn like micro or like the micro SD Express cards or whatever they have been doing. Like they have to be all that. And like then you have to have a reader for that. Like you know how expensive that shit would be. So it's like yeah, they're gonna make you download a game. Like shut up.
I'm trying to think, like, cause I'm probably more on the unpopular side of like, oh well. I mean, I've got ever since basically the tail end of the 360 generation, I've gone digital. I've kind of resigned myself to the fact that like at certain points I probably won't be able to play certain games that I've bought, maybe even spent like hundreds of dollars on, because I went all digital. I have very few physical games. Most of the physical games that I have, like for a console or whatever, would be like Switch games. I think I have like 2 or 3. Actually, no, I don't. I have like 1. So, yeah, I'm all digital, and I'm, we've seen it where like a game is like, oh yeah, it's not for sale anymore. Yeah, we could re-download it, but I want to say even too, it happened right on the 360. Some of the games you just couldn't re-download.
Yeah, like I mean, like Marvel Ultimate, like yeah, stuff just loses license. Like didn't like you can't like even you couldn't even like re-download like Marvel Ultimate Alliance, right? 1 or 2.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So
yeah, I don't know. So like I said, look, I know I'm gonna be on the unpopular side on this, but it's just like it is what it is, man. Like, and
I mean, obviously, if like a game goes offline, that like let's say like if Marvel Rivals went offline, like that's fine because like it's only a multiplayer game. Like if it goes offline, who gives a shit?
Mm-hmm.
But like if a single player like yeah, like Marvel Ultimate Alliance or like I know like at one point the Deadpool game like lost its license and stuff like that. Stuff like that when that shit goes offline, like or like you can't like access your game because like licensing and stuff, like that sucks because it's like okay, it's a single player game. Like why the fuck can't I just play my game? Like what the fuck? What do you mean? You know?
well, I think we're, the thing is, I think it's Ubisoft right now, but I think we're gonna see more and more. Look, Xbox is like doing it in a more consumer friendly way with having Game Pass. Nintendo has their like, game keys stuff. PlayStation doesn't. I guess they don't really do too much right now, but like at some point they'll lean more into their digital stuff. Like these companies, these publishers, they don't want to deal with the physical media anymore. They want. I mean, well, Nintendo's actually if $10 cheaper to buy the digital version of games. So, well, at least for Mario Kart World, anyway. Like they don't want you. They don't want you to own the games, and I get it. Like that's the thing. I see people get upset about it and all this stuff, but it's like, yeah, like, of course they don't want you to like, own the game and then be like, you don't actually own the game, because it's their product that they own that we do buy, yes, but like, Devin, how many games do you think you've sold back to, sold to GameStop over the years? I mean, it's probably slowed down, obviously, more recent years, but
I haven't sold back a game to GameStop in years. But I mean, over the years, I mean, like hundreds.
Yeah. So, like,
I mean, I have like hundreds of PS2 games.
But yeah, and then so like when like yeah, let's say you had a copy of God of War 2 back in the day, and then you sell it, and then GameStop, I don't remember, GameStop only marks them down by like $5, typically when it's like a newer game, but it's like instead of that game, at the time when it was when they were being sold for 60, instead of that $60 being spent on a game, and then whatever, I don't know what the exact percentage would go is that goes to the publisher, GameStop sells that game for $55, and now Ubisoft gets nothing, Sony gets nothing, Xbox gets nothing. So like, yeah, the publishers for a long time. I mean, we saw. This is just them trying to lean more into digital. Like publishers trying to do subscription services, or Nintendo saying, hey, if you want Mario Kart World, either pay $500 for the console or pay $80 for the digital edition because it's $10 cheaper than the physical version or whatever. Like they're leaning more into the digital right now, but like publishers have been trying to combat like these kinds of things forever. I remember EA with their online passes, because they didn't want you to buy a used copy; they wanted you to buy a new copy.
I made hella cash doing on that.
Yeah, I know. Fucking Devin.
That was very profitable for me.
That was a very profitable few years there with the online passes. But yeah, like, and they weren't the only ones that did it because Sony did it too, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if Ubisoft did.
I don't think so. They didn't really have like
Not that they did in the
Ubisoft.
beginning.
Or they might have like
Creed
given
for the
out like
multiplayer.
yeah, but I think they might have just done like you get like exclusive missions because a lot of people have tried to do that like get the exclusive DLC when you buy our game brand new.
Yeah, there was that. Yeah, I want to say maybe NBA or NBA, but like 2K did that though for NBA 2K. I could be wrong.
Might have, yeah.
So yeah, like I mean, there's that, and then yeah, of course, there's the buy the game new and you get, special missions and things that are that are in the game that it codes that you go ahead and they're publishers have been trying to combat everything they could, do everything they can to combat like the used game sales. So, of course, when Ubisoft comes out and says like you don't own your games, it's like, yeah, of course they're gonna take that kind of stance because they fucking hate when you purchase a game and then like, yeah, I'm done with it now, and then sell it to a GameStop or even sell it to a friend, and now that the publishers don't see any money from that, like they're gonna get pissed off about it, like, and they're gonna say shit like this and be like that. But
Like this and like that.
Yeah, and again, it's just like I said, like especially because I've just decided to go all digital. I've resigned myself to the fate of like, yeah, at some point, some of my games are just I won't be able to play them.
Yeah. And honestly, I mean, like, yeah, it does suck, but like, honestly, like, I mean, how many games are we gonna go back and play? Like, it's not likely. Like, it does suck, and I would rather it not be that way, but I don't know. Not a lot of games that you're gonna go back and play unless they're like absolute fucking classics. It's not like, I mean, like, if Elden Ring, where we're like, yeah, we're shutting that shit down. People would be like, the fuck?
Like they're fucking cooked.
Mm-hmm.
Turn Software will be fucking cooked.
Yeah, I mean, eventually someday they're gonna be like, yeah, the Elden Ring servers are down. Like, you can't fucking summon people. Like, so get good. But at that point, there'll be a new FromSoft game where like you can go back
People are
and just
not
play
gonna care
it.
too much. Yeah,
Exactly. I mean, like the original Demon Souls, like you can't like go back and summon people in that. Like that shit's down for that, but you can still fucking play it.
Yeah, it really sucks that you can't get the online trophies now.
Yeah.
But it's
I
only
mean-
like a few though.
yeah.
I think it's like summon somebody right and kill like a fucking PvP dude.
So yeah, the digital future's coming, people. Either fucking ride that wave or let it fucking crush you. I know that's not
Is that what you call
popular,
your
but
penis?
yeah, exactly. All right, we're gonna, I'm gonna bunch these three together because it's game rumors. So okay, Call of Duty Black Ops 7 is rumored to come out this year, according to leaks. It will be a direct sequel to Black Ops 2 set in 2035, featuring a futuristic Japanese setting. There's also a rumor about a new prototype game supposedly coming out. A Reddit user by the name of Big B. Apparently he was...
Big B?
Yeah. Apparently I guess he was playing it, or it was like a play session kind of thing. The details shared here where Alex Mercer returns his lead. I think he's the first.
Oh yeah, dude, it's the first one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the first guy.
Set in New York City. There's going to be a shapeshift, transform into other people, play style, whatever. You can infiltrate areas. And then the third game leak, or rumored game in development, is Titanfall 3.
Yeah, I saw that.
And supposedly it's almost complete. It will include a campaign and multiplayer, with extraction being the main mode, made using Unreal Engine 5, and we'll have returning Apex Legends characters, which I said if Titanfall 3 ever came back, they'd probably start doing like make it a hero shooter with the Apex Legends characters. So yeah, those are the three rumored games being developed right now. And I don't know. I mean, like the Black Ops 7 one, like, I mean, we know there's going to be a Call of Duty game, right? But
Yeah, it's like every fucking till the fucking day we die, there's gonna be a Call of Duty game.
So I mean, like, okay, cool.
Every fucking year.
I mean, I kind of hope it's another Black Ops game because I do like the Black Ops games better than the Modern Warfare games. But I mean, that one's just like whatever. The other two, the Prototype game and a Titanfall 3 game, are more like I've never played the Prototype games. I kind of want to.
No, they're fucking benefit, bro.
Huh?
You should.
Are they good? Like they're actually like that good?
I liked them a lot, bro.
They're good. I mean, they're not perfect, but they're dumb fun. Like I can't believe you haven't played them because they're literally just
Dumb
it's
fun.
dumb fun.
Right up my alley. Okay, I'm gonna have to. I want to say they're actually. Are they playable on Xbox?
Yep.
The Xbox Series
Yeah, they
X?
had like a remaster.
They made a remaster of them.
I'm gonna have to get.
They go on sale quite often. I was kind of shocked that like you didn't buy them at some point. We talked about it before.
I've just never. I guess I don't know.
You just hate fun.
Yeah, sure. I hate fun. Prototype Biohazard bundle. It's $50.
Yeah, they're like I think on Black Friday they were like fucking $20
Shit. Okay.
for the bundle.
I'll have to look into getting that then. I don't know. So okay, you guys have played them, obviously. Prototype 3.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I kind of thought it was a fucking dead franchise.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like that's the thing. Like, see, I think Prototype is like one of those franchises because Xbox is. Look, as I keep saying this, you know, Xbox is my preferred console. But like, when you do look at some of the stuff, like, okay, now they're starting to have a lot more RPGs and stuff like that or whatever. So there's more of a variety. You know, and then there's like the Indiana Jones game, the South of Midnight. So there's stuff that they released. We're getting more variety. But I think like a game like Prototype is something they should be trying to bring back because they don't have Spider-Man. You know. So like,
yeah, it's like a fucking. I mean, that's kind of like what it plays like. To be honest, is like Spider-Man, but like, I don't know. You're a
Maybe
psychopath.
Infamous?
Yeah. I would.
Because you have
Yeah.
the powers.
so yeah, like even if you don't look at Spider-Man, there's the Infamous games. There's 3 of them, right? Well, I guess maybe 3.5. I guess because there's that like side game.
No, there's Infamous. There's Infamous 1, 2, and then Second Son.
Yeah.
No, but there's that other one. What's it called? First Light or
So
something?
then 3.5, not 2.5.
That's I said.
Son? There's only 3
Well, there's that.
and DLC.
Well, no, there's that DLC with the chick from Second
Yeah, that's
Son,
part of-
but like,
Yeah,
wasn't it
that's-
also released as just like its own thing? Like almost like a Spider-Man Miles Morales, like, you know, kind of release. That's what I'm saying. Like half game. I said 2.5. I meant 3.5. But yeah, I don't know. I played maybe an hour of Infamous Second Son. I don't think I've played any of the first 2, so.
I really like the Second Son.
Okay, so
I played the.
obviously, yeah, Prototype 3. You guys would play it. And what about Titanfall 3?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, I'll play Titanfall 3.
Damn.
If they can fuck off fucking Apex, yeah, totally.
See, that's the thing. Man, like, I put so many hours into Titanfall 1 when it was released on the Xbox One. I have all the achievements for it. Like, I got all the achievements. That was the best first-person shooter, like, to come out on the Xbox One over every other first-person shooter. Obviously not over Gears. Gears is a third-person shooter, but when it comes to first-person shooters, like, Titanfall was the best. Titanfall 2 wasn't as good. I still liked it, but, like, I don't know. They kind of made some changes that weren't popular enough. The thing is, I'm excited yet also kind of dreading a Titanfall 3 if this ends up being true, because that means they're going to turn it into a hero shooter. And I don't like hero shooters. Like, I mean, I guess if it's just Apex Legends, but, you know, team deathmatch and domination and stuff like that, meaning, like, okay, so everyone plays
so like
the
how
same.
Black Ops 4 and 3 were? You choose an operator and you have special abilities and stuff and just running that? And you still play COD?
Yeah, but the thing is, I like Titanfall. Like, I think Titanfall feels better, even though they do feel obviously basically the same. But, like, you know, Titanfall has the wall running, and well, that's the other. See, that's the other thing
Black
too.
Ops 3 did. Black Ops 4 did.
Look, Black Ops. I know Call of Duty had the wall running, but their maps were never really designed for it. It's like they just added parts like, okay, here you can do wall running here. Titanfall maps were designed from the ground up to be, especially like, if...
No, they built it for ground up for giant fucking mechs in the battlefield with a ton of AI everywhere and other robotics.
Yeah, no, but like that lent it to the wall running even more so because of how big the maps were, because they had to compensate for, like, yes, the mechs, the Titans in there. But wall running, like, okay, cool, I ran from one end of the map to the other in like 3 seconds or whatever in Call of Duty, fine, whatever. But, like, to go, like, from one end of the map to the other in Titanfall was not like that. You had to, like, maneuver through and try to get to another building and this and that. It wasn't just like one, like, lane. It was an actual, like, especially like Angel City in the first game. Just so many great memories of playing on that map. Like, it wasn't just a lane. It was like an actual little city that you could just move through from building to building, and you can run on every wall. And obviously, yes, there was the Titans. Everything was designed for that. When they added it in Black Ops 3 and Infinite, and had it in Infinite Warfare, it was just literally like, oh yeah, you could do it. It was not, the game was not designed for that, period. Like, both of them. And the maps were clearly not designed for it, but they added it because it was just popular at the time. Like, I think they should have kept it with, like, how Advanced Warfare had the, you kind of, like, do a double jump and, like, kind of move to the side. I think that was a lot better for Call of Duty. That worked a lot better because it wasn't reliant on, or not reliant, but it didn't, the movement wasn't as fast, like getting from one end of the map to the other because of wall running. It was just like, oh, you're jumping up and down, and you can still get taken out pretty quickly. So I don't know. But yeah, if they're like gonna add Apex Legends stuff and turn it into a hero shooter, I don't know, man. I'm not a hero shooter guy. Just not. I don't like I say it all the time. I just want. It's bad enough we already have, like, the meta in, like, Call of Duty where it's like everyone has to use this gun or whatever it is.
Well, that's literally been like forever for the meta guns.
Yeah, I know. It's just when it's like, oh, everyone. It's if you don't use this gun, then you're probably not gonna get as many kills. That's always kind of been like a turnoff for me. But, like, at the same time, like, I can take it because you could still play well enough. Well, not me, but a person could still play well enough using whatever gun they want to use, But having the hero shooter stuff, just adds a level of like if certain
You're getting the ick.
Oh God, I'm not even.
What?
Wow. Okay. We'll just move on to the next thing because fucking Jesus Christ. All right, we got two more things to talk about.
Gotta stay up with the lingo, brah.
I don't care about the lingo. Every time I hear someone say something's fire, I want to strangle that motherfucker. All right. And I know you're going to start saying it, Devin, so fuck you. Okay, so Microsoft. They've confirmed they're going to have their summer Xbox showcase with a live stream set for June 8th, followed by an Outer Worlds 2 Direct. So they're getting ready to show off some new stuff and then talk about Outer Worlds 2, which that's releasing this year, huh? Outer Worlds 2.
Supposed to.
Holy shit. So it doesn't look like, I couldn't really find it a confirmation, but I think them doing it as a live stream is all the confirmation because people were saying it too. They're not doing like an in-person thing. I guess it's just gonna be like a bigger Xbox Direct, I guess, maybe. I mean, I don't really care about that. I'm glad we're gonna get an Xbox Direct or a summer showcase, because that's where all the big, as the kids say, hype things.
Oh, so you can say stuff like that.
Like, oh, so you can say it. I'm the host, bitch. I can say what I want. All right. Host. So yes, okay. Outer Worlds 2. I mean, you guys. Devin, you're the one who played it more than us, right? The Outer Worlds.
Yeah,
2?
I mean, I played the first one, beat it. I mean, it was good. I mean, was it as good as Fallout New Vegas? No, but it was enjoyable.
But okay, but it's safe to say that you are kind of looking forward to an Outer Worlds 2, just to see what the information.
Yeah, it's gonna be like Game Pass. Like fuck yeah.
Well, yeah. Okay. And JJ, just like, you're just interested in finding out information about Outer Worlds 2. Outer Worlds 2.
That's cool.
I mean, I'm probably not gonna watch the full fucking direct thing, like the live stream, just that one game. Like, I'll just get the cliff notes and highlight video from that. But
yeah, I'm kind of excited for the other stuff.
Yeah. So okay, for
like,
the
I don't need
actual
to see
summer
like
showcase.
a whole like I didn't watch like the Nintendo Treehouse stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I just need to see like the quick highlights, and then I'll seek out the other like someone else.
You'll pick and choose.
High level it for me.
Yeah, you'll pick and choose afterwards.
Yeah.
Like you don't care about
Gears hour live stream, then yeah, I'd stick around. But
that I would.
Or a
Yeah.
Last of Us remake, or if they place it
Elder
into the Last of Us remake of a remake hour live stream, hell yeah, I'll do that.
All right. So as for the actual summer showcase, June 8th, that's gonna be Sunday. So that right. You guys think they're gonna talk more about Gears of War E-Day?
Probably not.
Because that's what I want to see.
About anything.
Huh?
That's what I want to see as well, but I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. We always want Gears, and we get it every once in a while. I just don't think it's gonna happen. Like, I want it to, but do I think it's gonna happen? No.
Okay. Well, okay. So I mean, okay, I don't know. There's not really much we could talk about because they just announced it. Like, you think they're just gonna try and focus on a lot more like new game announcements, or maybe you think they're just gonna try and like announce more just release dates for what's already known?
I think it'll be like 50-50.
50-50?
Like, I think, because I feel like they don't do like a whole lot of games usually, right?
For the summer showcase, it's usually no. They do a decent amount of games.
All right.
They don't.
Like I do think they're gonna shadow drop that Oblivion remake.
Oh yeah,
Oh, cool if they
that was supposed
did.
to that was supposed to come out like 2 weeks ago, and then last week. Yeah, if they do it, it'll probably be then. JJ, what about you? Like, you think same too? Maybe 50-50, or you think leaning more toward one way or the other?
I kind of hope this is a whole bunch of new shit. And well, not new shit. I guess it'll be 50-50. Take that back. It'd be
Yeah,
smart.
probably.
Like ideally, it'd be 50-50. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you're probably right. 50-50. 50-50 sounds about right, yeah. So, I don't know. So, that's fucking
Well,
a month
I
and a
would
half
love
away.
to see a Skyrim. I mean, Elder Scrolls 6.
That's not fucking happening.
That's, you know what? I
At
mean,
least no. I feel like Elder Scrolls is gonna get like they're gonna start showing off shit for that next year.
but the thing is, I don't think they. Do you think they're going to do anything with Bethesda? Because every time, like for the last few years, ever since they bought Bethesda, it's always like the Bethesda showcase afterwards. They didn't say it was coming out, like that they were doing one this year. It's always the
That's
Bethesda
why
showcase.
I think it's not gonna like if there's anything Elder Scrolls, it's not fucking coming out till next year.
Or if maybe QuakeCon is where they start doing that kind of stuff for Bethesda specific titles. Right? Yeah, because Quake. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because that's, yeah. The past few years, like I said, anytime it's like they save all that stuff basically for like the Bethesda showcase. Unless they are like now, like, you know what, fuck it, just combine it. Would make sense because they don't just own Bethesda, now they own Activision. So maybe it makes more sense just to combine it all now. We'll find out though. I don't know. Okay, let's go ahead and just talk about Nintendo now. Let's finish this episode out with oh yes, so much fun Nintendo stuff. I don't even know where to begin. So yeah, we talked about the direct. Was it now a week and a half ago now or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And so all the fun stuff, with some game announcements. Switch 2 is coming out, and it's coming out in June, right? But everything that's come out after, not been, we'll say, received well.
Less than ideal.
Yeah. But even more has just like been coming out. It almost seems, well, at least up until maybe a few days ago, it was like every day something else, right? Here's some of the fucking highlights. So there was we talked about this, like, we don't even know why you have to pay for it, but they're that welcome tour game or whatever it's called, they gave a price. It's going to be $10. But Nintendo's response to people saying why is it $10, they said it's not. $9.99 is not an exorbitant price. So they they're defending that. Here, give us $10 for our demo. The $80 games, they justified that, saying the passion we put into developing these games justifies price. Also, when it comes to the price of games, they're looking at variable, they're taking a variable approach to pricing with their Switch 2 titles. Actually, back to the welcome tour. Because of them charging for it, there was like a story that came out with Reggie Fils-Aimé, where he talked about.
I was gonna bring that up if you didn't.
Yeah,
because he was like.
Well, go ahead.
He basically fought to get Wii Sports as a package add-on because they wanted to fucking charge for that, but he's like, no. So, fucking Reggie being the goat that he is, his body was fucking ready to die on that hill for us.
I know, yeah. So he probably would have fought for Welcome Tour to be a pack-in. Another thing, the Switch 2 GameCube controller, it's only going to work with GameCube Classics. You're not going to be able to just play it, with the games.
Which is fucking stupid, because how many people wanted to use that? Like, how many people were hyped to hear about that? Because they wanted to use their Smash Bros. Controller to use that for Smash Bros.
Yeah. They also had delayed the pre-orders in Canada and in United States. I'm looking through.
That's not Nintendo's fault.
Yeah. The Joy-Cons, they're still not using Hall effect sensors. I'm just kind of going through some of these that we're going to talk about all of it. You know what? We'll just get to like the biggest thing when it came to this. So we all remember the Xbox One reveal. Like, I was literally at their E3 press conference when they had their big, like, here's Xbox One, and they announced the price and da-da-da-da-da. But what is the big thing that people remember about the Xbox One? Like the quote that always comes out.
Well, there's two things that people remember. Like, it's not, I guess,
the quote.
Well, the quote is from Don Matrick. Well, the Don Matrick is like, we have the Xbox 360 for people who can't afford the Xbox One, and then PlayStation, and they're like, this is how you share your game. Like, those are the two most memorable things from that console generation cycle.
Yeah. So, Doug Bowser, president of Nintendo of America, had his Don Matrick moment. Now, he worded it a little bit better, because Don Matrick's exact quote was like, oh, if you want a console that doesn't play online, we have the Xbox 360. Like, that's not the exact quote, but it's basically the exact quote. So, Doug Bowser, he said that he understands... here we go. We recognize there are some people that may not be able to afford the Switch 2's price point. That's why we wanted to make the other Switch platforms available. Basically saying, hey, if you can't afford the Switch 2, we got the Switch 1. Not going over well at all. Just not, like you said earlier, like a lead balloon.
Get fucked.
Again, it's just, I know. It's just bad PR after bad PR, I guess you could say.
Yeah, because like they're not going to be releasing it, because I mean, as far as I know, like, Donkey Kong's not getting released on both platforms, unless I'm missing that. But I don't think
That's coming up only for Switch 2, yeah.
Exactly. So it's like, yeah, you can say like, oh, we have both platforms, and games like Metroid are coming out, but like there are going to be exclusives where you can only play them on the Switch too. So at a certain point, like, you're going to stop making them, and people are going to have to buy.
I feel it's like pretty quick too, right?
Yeah.
I think that Nintendo doesn't fucking deal with that shit, because like what I said at last podcast was Pokemon ZA. It's only gonna be on Switch 1 and 2, and the next Pokemon game, they said, rumor has it's only gonna be on the Switch 2 for the next Pokemon mainline game. I'm like, which is fine. Like, they need people to buy the new console. They can't just like have people just like, again, like we said before, people on both the original like PS4 and then the new one and all that shit. Like,
and like no third-party developers can develop anything worth a shit on the Switch. Like, look how shitty Mortal Kombat was. Like, they're finally going to be able to have enough juice to do this one. Like, they're like, not like Mortal Kombat itself, but like, you're going to have the new Borderlands that's going to come out. I mean, I'm assuming they're going to look good. But, yeah, I mean, third-party developers, like, the Switch had no fucking power, so games just looked like absolute dog shit.
Another thing that's been unpopular, apparently, physical copies of the Nintendo Switch 2 editions of games. They're like of games that were already on the Switch 1. They're still the Switch 1 versions of the game. You just download, like you're downloading
The patch.
the patch. So you're not actually buying like a Switch 2 version. You're buying the Switch 1, and then it just gets updated on the console. So that's not been going over well with some people. But that one, I don't know. I'm not less inclined to be, like that makes sense, I guess. It's kind of crappy that they're still going to price it the way they're going to price it. But
shit, bro. Like a lot of those games that kind of make, like I said before, a lot of those games that have that upgrade were all on sale like months ago. Like a lot, like the Breath of the Wild was half off, and some other shit like Odyssey was almost half off. Kirby was half off, which is crazy because again, none of those Nintendo games ever go on sale, which is kind of nutty.
yeah.
But like now, it makes sense that hey, if you got
No,
the
you
games,
can get
$30.
Mario RPG like a couple weeks ago. You got Mario RPG the remake for $20 at GameStop is on sale. Some games go on sale.
That's a fucking Square Enix game for that one. Like a
Yeah.
straight up only Nintendo. Like fuck. I think when I had to Target, I think actually honest Mario Odyssey is like $50.
And then
Yeah,
just
probably.
one more little, I guess, bad thing that I don't think this one's really like that too much of a negative. According to Digital Foundry, Switch 2 is going to have about PS4 level graphics. That makes sense. I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's actually PS4 level. Like it's just
Like on
around there.
handheld.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's what it's more like. The power in it's probably better, but it's just gonna look similar. But yeah, that's hearing that, people are obviously not happy about. Like they want. That's the thing. People wanting like a Nintendo Switch 2 to be on par with like a Series X or PS5. Like, do you really think that was gonna happen? It's a fucking handheld still. Like, come on.
I don't even think Steam the Steam Decks are like can still kind of run stuff. But, like my buddy can barely play fucking Helldivers 2 on its fucking Steam at 30 frames per second. It's just kind of rough still. You
Yeah.
go like 20 or 30.
Yeah, apparently, yeah. Like when I've looked up videos, because like I was looking at like wanting to try and get one of those ROG LIXs, and that's like like the best one out there, but it still can like struggle to run some of the games if you want like the most high end stuff. You're still gonna have to play it as like PS4 level graphics or Xbox One level graphics, whatever you want to call it. So I mean, yeah. Well, I guess the reason, like, here we go. Here's me giving some unpopular shit, or that would not be received well enough or whatever from other people. Like, I guess the big thing is that like the console costs $450 if you don't go for the Mario Kart World bundle, and so like a lot of people are like, really, it's going to cost $450 and it's not going to be this and that. But I'm like, you were talking about like the Steam Deck or whatever, and I was talking about the LIX. Those things cost $800, right? Or I don't know about the Steam Deck exact price, but I know the LIX.
400 or 500. But you can emulate it, and actually people are saying like they can just emulate their Switch games on the fucking Steam Deck anyway. So again, they resort to pirating.
That's
that point.
so stupid.
Nobody can ever say bring the price down. That shit. I'm like if you still pirate, it doesn't matter if you bring the price down. You just can pirate it.
Yeah, exactly, right? But so like to me, I'm like $450 isn't like this like thing to bitch about for what you're getting with the Switch too. Like, because the original one was $300, right? But then they raised the price to $350 because of stuff, I guess, whatever. But like
the OLED.
Huh?
When it came out, 2018, right?
2017, right?
So 2017.
The original.
So-
That sounds right.
So like what, 7-8 years? Yeah, with the console. Okay, that's not bad. Time for a new one. I don't know. $450 for 7-8 year fucking console. Like, people
Nintendo's
that already
the
on
Nintendo
the game, like,
Switch released March 3rd, 2017. So it's been 8 years, and it originally came out for $300, but then it was $350 or whatever. Like $450 is not this like so backbreaking,
Yeah, the price of the console, like, I didn't have an issue with, especially when they went into like the specs of like the dock and stuff like that. Like, I was like, yeah, $450 makes sense. Like, would I have liked it to have those specs and be $400? Yes, but unfortunately, it's $450. The price of the console, I'm not gonna bitch about. Now,
Yeah.
fucking game
I'm
being
okay with
now
it.
Mario Kart being $80 is still fucking kind of crazy. Because I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, you can bundle the system," and yeah, like I'm probably gonna buy it with the system for $500. But the thing is, fuck, I can't do that with the next fucking game. Like they're like, "Oh, we got Mario Odyssey 3 coming out, or we have Mario Odyssey or Mario Galaxy 3 or Mario Odyssey 2, and that one's $80." It's like, well, I can't fucking bundle that with the system to make it $50. So that I'm less looking forward to, but. It fucking guess it is what it is.
For a game that can last 10+ years, okay. Like Mario Kart.
Well, Mario Kart, yes, but not like. I mean, I'm not gonna fucking play Mario like Odyssey for fucking 10 years. You gonna play Mario Odyssey for 10 years?
I mean, the first one for fucking any time at all.
Exactly.
I don't know it. But people still play GTA modded version. Thousands of hours.
So okay, all that
Same with people with Breath of the Wild. They still play that shit or fucking Tears of the Kingdom doing like a billion of those weird tricks. You know that shit I'm talking about.
Yeah. All right, so
They do that
like,
shit.
okay, all that, everything has come out, everything that I just mentioned. Like, just your overall thoughts. JJ, we'll start with you. Like, just what is your complete like thoughts on all this stuff that's come out, and just yeah, that for Nintendo. Like, I mean, I'm assuming it's not going to deter you from wanting to get one, right?
No, I'm glad to pay more. We were joking around. Like, I'll pay more. Raise the price, actually.
You know what? The thing is, I said this I made a video and posted it on my own YouTube channel talking about this stuff. So I mean, my thoughts are already out there. But like in the video, I said it, and I'm just reiterating now. I'm gonna pay this. Like the prices they set, I'm just gonna pay them. I know the online people always say vote with your wallet, or just anywhere people say vote with your wallet, right? But
Yeah.
how can I, one person, vote with my wallet? Even if a million people are like, fuck you, I'm not buying it. I'm not going to pay $450. I'm not going to pay $80. There's going to be 10 million who will go ahead and do it. So for every million...
I was going to say, like, that's a pre... I mean, you're saying I have a chance to pre-order?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think pre-orders are going to be a lot easier to come upon just because of all this.
Yeah, exactly. But because the thing is, when we've seen something that is popular enough or has enough, fans or whatever, like even when they do start to like, oh, okay, they're doing something maybe not popular or whatever it is, or just the general consensus online is like, no. Then you see that it makes money. Look at Call of Duty. For years, like how many years have we seen like people just like Call of Duty's dead, Call of Duty's dead, Call of Duty's dead? Yet it's always the number one selling game except for 1 year. If you look online, you would think that Minecraft was not being watched by anyone. It's over $550 million made worldwide.
Chicken jockey.
Like, if something has enough fans, is popular enough, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. And I know that, like, that's not what people want to hear. That's not going to be something that it would be a popular opinion. That, like, But it's the truth. Like, so yeah, am I going to end up having, if they start charging $80, $90 for games? Well, $80 for me because I would be buying digital. But if they start just like, all our games are $80, am I going to pay for it? Unfortunately, yeah. Like for the next Legend of Zelda game, yeah. $450 for the Switch 2? Well, $500. I'm probably going to try and get the Mario Kart World bundle. But like, do I want to spend $500? Would I have preferred to spend $400? Because yeah, they're supposed to be the budget console. Yeah, of course I would have preferred that. But am I going to spend the money to get... Yeah, I'm going to. You know why? Because it's not going to fucking... Like, there's not going to be... The Switch is popular enough. Nintendo is popular enough. And all this shit is popular enough. Especially after the Switch one. They have enough momentum that this is not going to... This quote-unquote negative PR that they've been getting... is not going to... It's not going to hurt them. The want for Nintendo exclusives for the next Mario game, for the next Mario Kart game, the next, Legend of Zelda game, the next Metroid game, those Nintendo IP, that Nintendo, whatever you want to call it, the want for that is too high with enough people that even like us, if we all decided like, yeah, no, fuck that, we're not buying it. And there was 1 million to 2, even like 5 million like us that were like, no, we're not going to buy it. There are 10 times as many people that are like, yeah, go ahead. I'll spend $450, $500. Yeah, I'll give you $80. I want the new Mario game. That's just the reality of the situation. Or just the reality of it. And so I'm not going to be a part of that. Like, yeah, you know what? I'm voting with my wallet. I'm not paying for this. Because nothing's going to change. This is the reality we're going to have to accept, unfortunately. Whether we like it or not, this is what it's going to be. Nintendo is pushing us into this world where, yeah, games are probably going to start costing 80, 90. Yeah, we're probably going to have to start paying $100 for GTA. That's another game. If they do, Rockstar's probably looking at this and be like, you know what, we can charge $100. I mean, we just talked about Sony's basically going to sell people a Steelbook for $110. And I saw enough people online being like, fuck yeah, I want to buy that. Yeah. As the kids say, we're cooked. This is what it's going to be. Huh?
You're cooked, bro.
Like, but this is what it's going to be. We are going to be paying our little hobby is not so little anymore. And we're going to be paying not so little prices for it.
Yeah, which just means you have to be more conscious of like the games that you're fucking buying. Like we just won't, like you just can't go out and buy as many games on launch day, and I think it's just gonna push even more like where you're gonna see less like, I don't know. There's gonna be indie games and there's gonna be AAA games. There's gonna be fucking nothing in between. Like,
I mean, it's been like that for a while, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's gonna get even worse. I mean, like, right now you get some like AA games, but soon you're just gonna get fucking zero.
Yeah, yeah, man, I don't know. Again, like, I know I'm saying that I'm just gonna just pay, and I'm pretty sure you guys are in the same boat as me. Like, yeah, I mean, you said it right, Devin. Like, I'm just gonna pay for it, or JJ. I mean, like, I'm just gonna pay for it. Well, I mean, you made the joke too, JJ. That you're like, yeah, charge more, but like, I mean, it makes me appreciate what Xbox is doing with Game Pass even more. To pay, $20 a month, and I get all their games day one. Yeah.
That you don't own, by the way.
I
just to check them out.
do not care. I
All
do not
digital.
care.
So we're getting towards that.
Yeah. I do not care about that. I do
Game
not care about that.
preservation, At least Sony's doing something about it, just making people buy the same game for 12 years.
If we really want, we can wait till like Best Buy in like a few years sell South of Midnight for like $10, then we can buy it physically.
What if I want to buy a PC?
Oh, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Like you don't own those games anyway, fucker.
Yeah, you can just buy South of Midnight in like 2 years, like a fucking key from Steam for like $4.95.
All right. Well, actually, I was getting some of JJ's thoughts. Devin, what about? And now I just went into my little diatribe too, but let's hear from you, like about all this. If you have more.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I get, like, I'm gonna buy the system, like, pending I can get it, and pending fucking pre-orders open up sometime soon. Like, I at this point I don't know, because we briefly touched on it earlier. Like, the tariff situation has been resolved. Like, electronics are exempt even from China, but I don't think Japan's even getting anything from China. So, and everywhere else they've been paused, and I feel like if he's pausing tariffs for electronics from China, I'm sure he can pause electronics for fucking every country. They can just be like, hey, but I don't know, maybe Japan doesn't want to play, like, I don't know, like maybe they don't want to do that if it's only, I have no idea. But like, I feel like the US is a pretty big market, so I feel like they would want to at least fucking loop us in at some point, because it's less than 2 months away, and we're supposed to have this console in our hands and ready to go. So I'd like to know that situation. So I kind of hope sooner rather than later we get to find out about that, which I know that's not all Nintendo's fault. I want that to be resolved, because I really just want to fucking like have this thing and play this thing. I don't like. It sucks that Nintendo's like, yeah, our games are worth $80. It's like, they're not really. Like, in terms of like, I don't know, you could point to like ton of other games where like their graphical output is a lot better, and I feel like it just sets like a kind of a crappy precedent. But I mean, it's just the corporate greed. Like, you got to find a way to make more money. So it's like, just, it is what it is, and you can only play those Nintendo games on Nintendo platforms. There's not really like good like alternatives elsewhere. Like, yeah, there's like the Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing or whatever, but it's fucking dog shit compared to Mario Kart. So it just is what it is.
Yeah, that's yeah, it is. It is what it is. Yeah. I just
and like like the Joy-Con thing. When I saw that, I was like, "Fuck, dude! Like, we're paying so much on the system. We're just gonna get fucking stick drift again. You guys are charging so much for these Joy-Cons and like the stick drift thing. Like, could have just fucking paid a little bit extra, and like that would have been fucking nice." So, yeah.
Well, I mean, we have one good thing for me, I guess. They did say like, hey, just because the Wind Waker is going to be on the Switch GameCube library doesn't mean that they won't bring they won't port over the Wind Waker remaster
The Wii version.
for the Wii U version. Yeah. So.
Oh, they just keep it. They just make it pretty. You don't have to. It's not even an HD one. It's just a pretty version. The GameCube.
Well, yeah. I mean, they are going to play a little bit better, right? And look a little
Yeah,
nicer.
they play a little better, look a little better, but it won't be nice as the HD one. I think.
Yeah. Well, no, they said that they're not ruling out bringing over Wind Waker HD. So hey, if they do that, my dumbass would buy it. So.
Yeah, because you're a Zelda slut.
Yeah, I am a Zelda slut. I am.
Well, by them saying that, they're basically saying like, yeah, we have it in fucking development. Like, we're not ruling it out. Like, okay, so you guys are working on it. Thanks for all but confirming that.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
It'd be like, hey, like someone asks you buy a birthday present? I'm not gonna fucking. I won't rule out that I'm buying you a birthday present. Like, so, you probably are then.
I don't know. Okay, I think that's a good cutoff point. We've discussed all this. Shit, we'll probably have more too to discuss next week. We might. I mean, maybe by that time too.
Yeah, I mean, if things change on the pre-order situation. Yeah, if things change on the pre-order situation. Like I said, it's so soon. That's the thing that just sucks. Like, it's so soon. Like, it's supposed to be in 2 months that we're supposed to have this thing in our hands, and we don't even know if it's gonna be possible. Like, for all we know, Nintendo this week could just be like, yeah, like we still didn't figure that shit out, so you're not getting this till July now.
Hey, shit, fuck. That could happen.
Yeah,
well.
They easily fucking could.
Well, we won't. Well, we'll find out hopefully sooner rather than later. So.
Oh yeah, but.
Okay then. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and cut it off. All right, that was episode 49. Shit, we're about to hit 50 episodes of this bitch. That's pretty cool, actually.
Finally hit your age.
Oh my god! All right. So if you guys like what we do, just like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Want to grow this channel. Hopefully we could start earning some money, so that way Devin can learn how to use OBS or something. We could do some Let's Plays and stuff too, with all of us. JJ, you're learning how to use the OBS stuff, right? Like, so you could record too.
I haven't fucked with it now, but I have it.
Well.
I could figure this shit out if I wanted to, but the thing is, I don't even think you figured out the OBS.
Yeah, I'm old, apparently. Anyways, all right, so I have been your host, Everett. Devin.
Let's all go chicken jockeying this week, boys.
Oh, God, him and that chicken jockey. JJ.
Welcome back, to the Flint and Steel, dude. My name's not JJ no more.
Let's get some
It's
lava
Steve.
chicken.
I am Steve.
Holy shit.
We're aggregating.
We're aggregating. All right. Okay. Until next. God damn, you guys. Until next time. We'll catch you later.